Alright, the way we're going to do this is we're going to take and reassemble the bulkhead spacer, the brake part, brakes, clutch, and the gears. It all fits right here. I'm going to do that first. I figured that would be the best way to start this rebuild. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rebuild the gears and the clutch. And the way I do that is I take this shaft right here and I put this little cap and bearing on it. But before I do that, I want to put this little pin in here. This pin, it fits in there like such. Then I take this got a little groove right here for the pin. I slide that in on there like such. Now I'm going to put this to the side just for a moment, and I'm going to assemble the clutch and the gears. On this gear it has two little pegs that match up on this clutch assembly. Well, clutch housing, excuse me. I slide that in there, line the two holes up. Now that's aligned. I'll take this little clip and I'll slide it right here and pop that back in. Alright, now that that's popped back in, I'll put this back on. It's got the clutch and that deals with the clutch. I'll put that back in there. Put that to the side. Now do the same thing with the other one. It's got the two little grooves, as you can see, and there's like two grooves right here on this adapter. Slide that back on, pop that back on. Take the clip, slide that back in. Careful not to lose it. Here, now that's back on. Alright, now I take this shaft and I slide it back on like this. Before I do that, I'm going to put this washer on. Oop, I'm sorry. I was backwards. I was wrong. This on first. Then I put the second one on. Like such. Now I'll take the cup joint and there's a groove on the shaft right here and right here. I take the cup joint, slide it back on there. I take my little tool, I get it lined up right, and I tighten it down. Now I put thread lock on the little set screw already on this one anyway. I already put it on, and it's important that you do that with metal parts that are constantly moving, because if you don't, then they will have a tendency of coming undone. I'm going to take the washer now, slide that washer on. Then I'm going to take this other cup with the bearing, after I put the pin in, getting ahead of myself. Put the pin back in, like that. Then I put this on. Gotta push it down a little bit further in. Line it up into the groove like such. Then I put this joint on. Now like I said, I'm going to have to put some Loctite or thread lock, whatever you want to call it, onto this pin, this set screw, excuse me. Just a little dab. I tighten that down. Now I've done that, I come back on this clutch, and there's a hole right here with a set screw in it. You line that up on your shaft. Gotta line it back up. And you tighten that down. Tighten that down onto the shaft too. Alright. Now we've got that put together. Close that back up. The brake right here sits on top of that like that. There you have it. Now next I'll assemble the bulkhead. That goes right there. This goes right there. I turn it over, and there's 4 screws that go onto it. I screw these 4 back down. Not too tight because It is plastic, and since I'm using this screw gun, I don't want to go too tight, but the tension on it is set that it is stopped so that it won't strip the plastic that's in there. That's 3. That's 4. Now I turn this back over. And I line this back up, and it fits in between there like such. Now it's back in there. Now I'll take the top case, open this up so that the brake will slide over it, or in between it, excuse me. Like that. Put the brake in there. Get on in there. Alright. Once I get this brake part lined up the right way, this will pop down, and then I can screw on the last part, or screw the last part together. That lines up like that. And now screw these 4 screws back down. And then that'll be the top bulkhead, the clutch, and the gears all set up and ready to go. Now that I've unscrewed the 4 screws that go right there, I'm going to put this brace right here back on, which is real simple. It's 5 screws I put back on it all together. I put 1 screw, it goes right here in this slot. The good thing about this kit versus some other kits is I actually get to use my screw gun, whereas some kits I don't, and that's a plus when it comes down to screwing this stuff back together or apart, because you can use the mechanical or the mechanics of the screw gun versus using a hex driver or Allen key I likes that. Makes the job a little bit better or easier. And once you get the torque set on it so that it don't strip out the screws when you're using plastic parts, that's great. This is the third one right there. This should be the fourth screw I put in the bottom. And there you have it. Back together. And I put my dog bones. They go in either end like that. And there you have it. The center bulkhead is now complete, and we're moving right along.